Hey everybody. Hey everybody. So it's a beautiful day here in New York. Anyway. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Proteus Club. Thank you to each and every one of you for coming or for listening. I'm sure plenty of you here know me personally, and you might have seen some of my videos and posts promoting the Proteus Club. You might have heard me rant about phones and social media and how this technology is taking over our society and how we need alternatives. But I want to start off by talking about somebody that you probably don't know, and that's Proteus. Who is Proteus? He's not actually a real person. He comes from a great, ahead of its time Kurt Vonnegut novel called Player Piano. His full name is Paul Proteus. What makes Paul Proteus fascinating as a hero is that he's not a superhero. He doesn't have any magical powers or some kind of special backstory that he channels to vanquish his foes. No, Proteus is an ordinary man, an engineer in a society segregated between the engineers who are automating society away and the rest of the people who lack employment, who lack freedom and purpose. Paul stumbles into the rebellion against the society entirely by accident. His fate at the end of the book is still messy and largely unknown. But Proteus is in fact a hero, and he's a hero because by the end of the novel, he's firm in his decision. He's made a decision to do something different, to stand up for himself and those close to him, and he realized that he's capable of doing more than the rules of the system that he lives in. He has free will to control his fate. Proteus learns that the technological progress is useless if it's being used to hurt humanity, and that there's so much more value in so many more things besides the machines he engineers. Technology has undoubtedly done a number of wonderful things for humanity, and yes, our phones have too. Trust me, I lost my phone the other day, and it was a lot harder to get in touch, to find things on maps, to use the Apple Pay on my phone. I could go on and on. But this is part of the problem. Your phone is a tool, and we shouldn't be so reliant on one tool that we fit our entire lives into this tool. We should use the tool for our lives. We have changed so much the way we see the world by relying on this device. We use it not just to call our friends and our family, but we use it to get news, to apply for jobs, to promote our businesses, to find places to set up dates, and so much more. And again, if you want to use these tools to help you navigate your lives, great. I don't want to stop you from doing so. But please keep in mind, there's so many other ways to experience the world beyond the lens of this device. For the vast majority of human history, there were so many other technologies and tools, other ways of doing things that have often been forgotten and set aside in the name of efficiency. Our current engineers, the Silicon Valley engineers, who have this entitled attitude, has led them to try and optimize humanity, to treat us as data sets in their Excel spreadsheets. Over the past 2 decades, we have seen just how much the world has changed with the rise of the smartphone in our pockets and our every waking minute, and a generation of people around the globe have been the lab rats for this experiment. We've seen an unprecedented rise over the past 10 to 15 years in loneliness, in anxiety, and much more, and nowhere is this more striking than the USA. Middle schoolers today are the first generation in recorded history to do worse in school than their parents. And it's not their fault. It's the natural effect of an age where we prioritize artificial intelligence rather than our own, intake information through attention span killing algorithms, and spend more time talking to one another in chat rooms and online forums than in person. The tide's already turning. The amount of time spent worldwide in social media networks has decreased each year since 2022. Teenagers and young adults increasingly dislike social media, with over half of them saying that they'd love to quit social media if only their friends did too. But this is part of the problem, because it's easy to talk about these problems, it's easy to ramble about these problems, but it's another thing to actually come up with solutions. We can't just whine and complain about the problem, we have to be part of the solution. We can't rely on the government, we can't rely on academics coming out with studies telling experts what to do. We have to provide positive alternatives. We have to make a physical creative network that's more engaging than a social creative network. We have to make activities and events that are more exciting than the dopamine hit you get when your phone buzzes in your pocket. We have to create spaces for human connection and creativity that don't cost you an arm and a leg. My grand vision for the Proteus Club is that it'll be a massive part of the solution. It's a peaceful rebellion against our digital society. It will be a place, a network for all those who want to discover humanity outside of their phone, away from their addicting algorithms. I tried to do this with you, Frontier, as well, but this is all about the spirit, not the space. The Proteus Club is a place that transcends any individual space. It's all about the spirit. You might think I'm being a bit dramatic by talking in such grand language, but everything starts small. Your social media feed might tell you if you don't have 1 million followers, if you're not rich and famous, you don't really matter that much. But the Proteus Club operates by a different set of the rules. At the Proteus Club, you can become whatever you want to make of it for far less money than it takes to boost your posts in Google Analytics. A rebellion doesn't have to be a grand political march. It can be an act as simple as having fun when everybody's telling you to be angry all the time. You can come here to hang out and talk to your friends or make new ones. You can come here to read, write, make music, learn about other technologies and pre-phone ways of doing things. We will have more specialized teams. We'll collaborate with other people and companies who are already doing awesome things of their own, and there are plenty of those people out there. Whichever places we host events, it will undoubtedly be a place full of creation, connection, and possibility. There are only 3 rules which you must abide by. You can't be in your phone, you can't be in social media, and you gotta be respectful. We're not the cops. The goal isn't to punish you if you're on your phone, it's to give you a space where you can be off your phones and have fun with it. What you do outside of the club is your business. The goal is not to get you never to use your phone again, it's to give you a place to learn, a place to create, to talk, and experience life without having to go on your phone and scrolling. It's a place to have an excuse to log off and enjoy your boss. And for all those looking to get each other's numbers and stay in touch afterwards, you can use these post-it notes I have right here, and then you can use that to text and call each other afterwards. So I think I made my point. On the count of 3, we're gonna unplug and enjoy. 3, 2, 1, log off.